is joining us here in studio. Let's get your reaction. What do you think?
Well, from a community perspective, the grand jury is a very non-transparent organization. We don't know who's sitting on the grand jury. We don't know many of the items that are going to be discussed. Like Michael said, it's a one-sided discussion. And I think a lot of people in the community were looking for an arrest warrant, basically, charge.
Do you think, to this point, that the state attorney's office, that any of the investigating agencies have been transparent at all? What's the thought leading up to today?
Well, I think they have got enough. They've gathered enough information to make this decision. But many of the community wanted that charge to be filed because of the reaction that you've seen over the last 6 months. Mm-hmm. And a lot of residents are engaged in this event right now. They are very informative, and they have put together their own information over the last 6 months. So we're looking at a community that's on edge, that's looking for some results, and now we have to go through another process of secrecy and non-transparency to say, someone else is going to make the decision.
When you hear the state attorney explain that they interviewed 230 people, went to 30 states, 3 countries to talk to people who were possibly staying in hotels right there along the interstate, and still, as he said, there were unresolved issues. Does that make it any better that it goes to the grand jury? Because he's now saying, we've looked at this from every angle, and there are still unresolved issues for us.
Right. Well, look at across the country. Look at these cases that have come across in Ferguson and in Cleveland, etc.
Right.
Going to the grand jury, the results have not been favorable to the victims. So we have to keep that in mind. Should we look for something different? We're going to hope that it's going to be different. But is it really going to come back that way? Time will tell.
So this is a disappointing decision.
This is a very disappointing decision to our community because, like I said earlier, we were looking for an absolute charge to come by today. We think there was enough evidence and enough issues that have gone around, and we've known about it for a long period of time, that a charge would come down today. I guess the only good thing is that we did not get, we got the grand jury. Because for it to come down with nothing, just no bill, no true bill, that would have been devastating to this community.
Which has also happened historically across the country. Patrick Franklin with the Urban League, we appreciate you being here in studio watching this come down with us right now.
And we have more coverage.